All right, folks, we're back. We are picking up from the last dispatch, and we're just continuing this journey, this march. We are now on Gray Street, still downtown Norman. The boom is still in bloom. You're going to see this lovely little area right here. We always like to give the shout out to the Gray Owls for sort of starting the whole boom and bloom in a way. There's a lot of potential here to be had. This little corner has been about 2 or 3 different businesses. Something fun could go in there. That old automotive's legendary. That's sort of nice. We've got, we're going to take you to what we consider to be the star. Oh, there's Sergio's. Gotta love to shout out the big Sergio's. Go there, eat there all the time. We're going to get you all the way up to what we call sort of the start of downtown. Hey, here's where we're just, sort of say downtown starts. I would almost say it starts at Norman High School. I think that's a good place to sort of start it, but we're not going to drive all the way down there. We're going to turn around a little bit shy of that and swing you around downtown. Okay, another great opportunity right here. Now this building is amazing, and it's available. And I don't know what it costs. I don't know what it's like to do with those folks, but give it a shot. This little strip mall is full right now, but could you probably use something. This area, I think that little strip mall back there has a few buildings that are available. This is my favorite intersection of Norman. When that tree right there is in bloom, it has a glorious lemon color to it. Now you're going through, this is sort of the old school Gray Street, Norman area here, and we get some legendary old businesses over here to the right. The Norman Tag Agency is legendary. We're going to be coming up on Walden's Cleaners, which is a legendary Norman business. We always like to feature them. The architecture is beautiful, the neon light's beautiful. We'll come here, we'll do some boom and bloom at night. We'll do a boom and bloom that puts Vegas to shame, and it's going to start with Walden's, which is a great old building up here to the right. This is Flood Street and Gray Street. This is sort of a pinch point for the boom. During rush hours, anywhere from 8 to 9, anywhere from probably 4:30 to 5:30. It's actually sort of fun here in a way if you have some patience, because you have to sort of hang here for a while. Now there's no big traffic jam right now because it's the middle of the day, as best I can tell. But that's Walden's up there. Great little business. We're going to swing around. I'm going to show you a new business as well to downtown, Norman, called the Dental Depot. And they've got a wacky train. You can go ring the bell. It's probably as loud as the bell you could ring at Taco Bell, which was a constant source of annoyance for certain folks that were close by back in the old high school days. I tell you what, there's a really nice foliage, by the way, over that way. I don't know if you can see it, but it's very, very nice. Just a nice, soft, velvety thing, a velvety yellow. And it sort of reminds me of the Velvet Fog. His voice. I would say some of these trees, in particular that one right there, you don't so much see autumn in Norman, you hear it. And what you're hearing with that tree is the Velvet Fog. Mel Torme, I think, is really. And on rare occasion, he plays timpanis. Now, let's swing over here to, we're going to now go dead straight ahead. And we're only about 3 minutes into it, so we got plenty of time, but you can sort of get an idea that certain intersections, you can just sort of linger in for a while. Here comes Dental Depot, and then if you please go left on Main, we're passing Dental Depot, another new business. This is what's I think it's a great deal. Then you swing over here and you have the Walgreens, which has been here for a while, but there's going to be Sprouts right down there we're going to show you. There's a Mid-First Bank that came in a few years ago. CVS is already here, so you know the game. As soon as Walgreens arrives, then CVS arrives, and we get a little mini bit of that whole homogenization thing going on with capitalism, but what the hell, it's not too bad. It's downtown Norman's still very authentic and could stay that way, and we have this incredible opportunity right now. So this is a call to arms to all entrepreneurs that want to make a dollar any way they feel is a way that expresses their passion and provides, it continues for the greater good, establishes a healthy atmosphere for all of us. That's what we're hoping here. That might be the mission statement. That may be the mission statement. We're now traveling eastbound on Main Street, and this is old school Norman. You're going to see the new Sprouts off to the left. Pretty big deal. Keeps it rocking. Next to the new Sprouts that arrived 6 years ago is the Cellar. Over here to the right, you got the big Firestone. There's a strip center over here. There's still room for some businesses to move into here, which would be a wise idea because all of this, Sprouts in the Cellar, is going to stay pretty packed with activity for quite a while. You're getting ready to see this is interesting. Here is what looks to be an add-on to a building. Now, The funny thing is, there's been more businesses emerge over Norman in the last 2 to 3 years than there have been in the previous 18 to 20. But this is a first for an old business that's going through a remodel. Look at this. 7 viewers. There's 7 of you out there. We're going to follow that story that just passed us by. Metro Place, by the way, is a great little downtown shop. There's another little spot. A lot of potential there. It was an old hotel. We're now about to come 360 because now you can see that turquoise building, and there's a vacant lot right there. Folks, a lot of potential right here. A lot of potential in downtown Norman. I tell you what I think we could do, Benji, is just drive back to my pad, and we'll just we'll let the narrative unfurl. You know, that's all this is. This is Energy Boom 101, by the way. This is Dispatch from the Patch, I think 27. And if we haven't said it, we'll say it. I think one of our slogans is we connect crude to consciousness, one gusher at a time. We've already talked to our attorneys about that. It's been trademarked so many times. Your head will spin if you ever try and use it. And my attorney is F. Lee Bailey. What do you think of that? Now, we also have another lovely little slogan we like to employ. Now, I like to bring this one out when we have a Symphony of Shale. Now, the Symphony of Shale is an episode dedicated to tracking the oilmen of Oklahoma. And the Symphony of Shale has its first guest conductor, which is Aubrey McClendon of American Energy Partners, and his Act 1 is the Utica. So we are, now that I'm discussing the Symphony of Shale and giving you an update, we can now use the slogan that we illuminate the chasm betwixt brain and being, one gusher at a time. There's the Symphony of Shale. I think maybe, and this is a really pretty tree right here. I know you can't see all of it, but it's another Mel Torme tree. So we're still singing that smooth velvet fog jazz. We're getting closer to completing this Dispatch 27, and I really think the theme here is to let you know that there's a lot of opportunity in Norman downtown. Boom U is pretty well at almost a critical density, but they can always build upward, I guess. That would be interesting to see if there'd be another tall building at OU. Would be damn interesting. I bet it could happen. You heard it. Maybe you didn't hear it first. Maybe you won't hear it last, and it may never come true, but there may be a tall building built at Boom U, just like there's skyscrapers being built in Boomtown, which is Oklahoma City, and you know about Devons, you know about Sandridge redoing the old Kerr-McGee campus, you know about Continental moving to the old Devon. It's crazy. Well, I would bet money that the next skyscraper to be built in downtown Boomtown, which is Oklahoma City, is Continental. And I bet there might be a nice little mini skyscraper built right here at Boom U, and I bet that is also from an energy company. I just have a funny feeling. This could be fun. There's a gently cradled arms at the Episcopal Church of St. John's, and they welcome you here. There's a beautiful tree that you may not be able to see off to the right that has just sort of this, it's got almost orange, then it moves into a deep plum. Here's a good shot of Boom U. So we're wrapping it up. This dispatch, the previous dispatch opened up on Boom U and Bloom U, and then we took you all the way down to the Boom and Bloom, which of course is downtown Norman. And now we're back here, and there's the we've also got, hey, we can show you the right side of the street because vaporizers, by the way, are huge. We've got Pepe's up there, folks. It's unbelievable. Let's see, we talked about Louis here. You know what you should do at Louis is come here at 11 a.m. for a good scotch. And, you know, to start the day looking out there at Boom U right there with a big, huge boom with a nice breakfast scotch. Wrap this one up with a few more facts so you can get some good color on what's happening in the energy patch. We talked about OU probably being the recipient of energy money for the next 10 years because it seems that everyone from OPEC to the IEA to Goldman Sachs apparently is agreeing that this boom is going to be 10 years minimum, probably longer than that, by the way, and we can get into that later as to why many people feel like that 10-year timeline is basically that 10-year timeline that the IEA and the OPEC issue don't really take into consideration the technological advances that will occur and are occurring already and will continue to occur that will allow us to unlock even more shale, book more reserves, and the game will be on. It's already on, but it's going to be fun for about 10 years. If you like to gamble, you can always try and pick the horses, and whatever horses win 10 years from now, if you pick them now, is one hell of an investment. Like we talked about earlier, Warren Buffett just disclosed, and this is public. Look it up. Google it, kids. You can Google it. His company, Berkshire Hathaway, just took a significant position in ExxonMobil, which we talked about in Dispatch 26 years ago, as being, here's, if you want to take a one simple investment in the American energy boom and you believe that it may happen, you just buy ExxonMobil and you let it sit. And now Warren's done it, so he's probably watching Dispatch. We'd love to have him on the show. I doubt he'd show up, but we do want to have, I would absolutely be starstruck for 23 days if Alanis Morissette were to get on the show. Do we have a prayer in hell, Benji? No. I don't think so either. But we've got the Go-Go's. We're going to sign you off on this one. This has been huge. This is breakthrough territory for Energy Boom 101. Go-Go's are gone.